Good morning, Joy here. Oh my goodness, what day is it? It's Thursday. Yesterday was the 4th, so this must be the 5th. It's March 5, I believe. March 5. I just trimmed my bangs, so pardon me while I wipe the little hairs off my face. March 5, 2020. Hey, how is everybody? Have you missed me? I haven't missed me. I haven't been up here. My goodness, 2 whole days, not even up here. Oh my goodness. Sometimes life just gets too busy with too many things on the schedule. The latest thing is I've decided I want a different car. I like my car, I've had it for 6 years, but there aren't any pockets in it. You know how there's places in cars where you can put your iPad, put your phone, put your papers, put a file folder? There's none of that in my car, and I didn't notice it when I bought it, because when you go buy a car, you don't like carry all that stuff with you and sit in there. However, I might do it in the future. And put all the stuff. I'm always into cup holders. I'm like, how many cup holders are there? And this car had the most cup holders that I bought back in 2014, so it's got plenty of cup holders. But it doesn't have any place when I go back and forth between my houses, or when we go to the lawyers, or when we go wherever. There's no place to put my stuff in the front seat, so I always have to put it in the back on the floor, and then I'm always driving down the road with my arm behind me trying to get something off the floor. Oh. Anyway, you know, my husband just finished his barn. It's not really a barn, it's just garages. It's a bunch of garages. I'll show you a picture right here. So that's what it looks like right now. It looks really, really nice. But we have 5 garage doors coming. So once the garage doors get here and those get hooked up, then it will be all done. So anyway, has nothing to do with me wanting a new car. It's just I happened to be in it the other day, so hey, it's really good leverage if he says, there's no way having, and he did say, there's no way you're having another car. Oh, but you got a new barn. And my car's 6 years old. And doesn't have any pockets. And my iPad always falls on the pavement when I open the door. So finally, he didn't pay any attention to me. He gave up on my tears years ago. So anyway, finally I'm like, don't even have it on my mind anymore. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And so he suddenly decided we're going to go to this place yesterday and look at cars, just out of the blue. Well, let's just go over here and look at this, and let's go over here and look at that. Ever since he's been on the computer, he keeps talking to me. I looked here, I looked there, I found this, I found that. I'm like, sorry I ever brought it up. But anyway, that's why I wasn't here all day yesterday, because he wanted to drag me to all these places. But anyway, haven't found anything yet. And so we've got the barn, we've got that. I'm almost done with the Christmas quilt, and I'm standing here in front of the Outstanding Owls. You always, let me turn the camera a little bit if you can see it better. And let me back off a little bit. This quilt here is called Outstanding Owls. Outstanding Owls by Darcy Ashton, A-S-H-T-O-N. Her pattern is in a booklet, and it's very available. I told you I've got little hairs all over my face. Her book is very available. It's called Outstanding Owls. Hold on, I'll pull it and show it to you. Stay with me. Here it is. Aren't you proud of me? Yeah, I found it. Outstanding Owls for Applique by Darcy Ashton, and that's them. Okay, so what's your point, Joy? The point is I can't see with the thingy turned around. So the point is it's coming down off the wall, because if I'm able to finish the houses, oh, I don't know, it may take me a couple of weeks. I'll show you what I have so far. Hold on again. Ta-da! So, all the houses are done, and I'm just putting the sashing in between the rows. but I haven't been able to be up here to finish it because I told you why. So this is going to go up here. How does it look? I hate to take the owls down because, oh, I worked forever and ever and ever on those owls, and I really like those owls. But I've decided if I'm going to keep on making quilts, we're going to have to do rotation duty. And we're going to have to move one out and put another one in, okay? And at Christmas time, I'll put this Christmas one up there. And I'm going to take the sunflowers down, and I'm going to put up another quilt over there. So, anyway, get ready for changes on my walls. And what else is new? Now I've lost my coffee. Hold on. So, what else is new is I'm going back up to Edmond in a couple weeks, and Jerry's going with me because, and of course, you know, try to find a car. But I get to babysit my pumpkin pants because my best friend, my BFF Philly, very, very unbelievably generous, gave Phyllis one of her Bernina machines. It's a Bernina embroidery machine, a Bernina 200. It's just an unbelievable gift. And she gave it to Lauren. So, because Philly's got other machines, and that one's just like on the floor under the table, and she doesn't really use it anymore. But still, she could have sold it and gotten some money for it. Philly lives 2 hours away. And so Lauren wants to go up there and sit with Philly and kind of, you know, get a little tutorial of how the machine works and what goes with it and everything. And she doesn't want Luke there, which is very understandable. And John will go with her, my Boo Bear, he'll go with her. And so I told her, she kept saying, well, I haven't gone because I don't want to take Luke. So I said, go, 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 Papa and I will come up there and take care of that baby. Oh, you want to know about the baby? Do you want to know about that baby? Are you ready for so cute you can't stand it? I am not kidding you. So cute. I put a few pictures on Instagram. You might have already seen some. I'm not sure. You know, it's the day after the day before. But he's 2 now. Luke, his name is Luke, and he's 2 years old. And so we taught his daddy how to fish when he was about 2 years old. And his daddy took to it like what? What's the saying? Like a fish to water? That's fitting. And I have a picture of it. But it's the cutest picture in the whole wide world because it's Papa. And of course we were 25 years younger then. And we're standing on the pond that used to be behind this other place we had. And he takes Boo Bear back there to fish. And Boo Bear's got a little kid fishing pole. And he's fishing. And so he catches his very first fish. And he's so proud and so excited. And he doesn't want Papa to throw it back in the water. So, I run over. We had a trailer then, a mobile home. And so I ran back up to the mobile home and ran into the bathroom, and I filled the bathtub full of water, and I went outside and I got some branches from the trees and I put them in the tub, and Papa and Boo Bear brought that fish in the bathroom, and we put that fish in the bathtub so Boo could watch it and play with it. Oh my gosh, the memory. So anyway, now we have Boo too. And so they were getting ready to go home. They were here for the weekend. And they were getting ready to go home. They each had a car here. And so Lauren said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and go home. And so we were putting the things away. And so, do you guys even care about this story? Other people's kids? Anyway, Luke loves to ride around in my mule. I have this thing called a mule. It's just this little ATV thing, you know, that you can ride around in the woods. Well, anything with a steering wheel and wheels. And so he's always wanting to ride in it. And so Papa and Big Boo had been over to the pond fishing. So there were fishing poles in the back of it, right? And had these like plastic worms hanging on them. And there was about 3 or 4 fishing poles. And so I said, can I buy Grandma and we'll go drive this back to the barn. So we drove back to the barn, and when we got out of it, Luke noticed the worms and the fishing poles, and so he wanted to have one. And so I took it out of the back of the mule and I let him have it, and it was safe. The hook was all hooked into the worm, and so he couldn't get hurt, don't worry. And I said, you want to go catch a fishy? You want to go catch a fishy with Grandma? So these guys never fish at the little pond. You know, I've showed you the little pond, the big pond. Well, the little pond just gets ignored, but it's there and it was close. And so I said, let's go and drive over to the little pond and you can catch a fishy. Well, Papa and Big Boo happened to be standing there. And so if they hear the word fish, they are on the march. So I drove over to the little pond with Pumpkin Pants, and Papa and Boo walked down there and followed us. And so, of course, his daddy, or was it, I guess it was Jerry. Jerry got the fishing pole, and Luke is standing there. He's kind of afraid of the water, and so he's wanting me to hold on to him because he's afraid to get too close to the water. So he watches Papa, and Papa throws it in. Right away, catches a fish. Big Boo's like, oh my gosh, the fish are biting. So he gets a fishing pole, throws it in. He catches a fish. So we're catching fish, catching fish. So then we decide to walk around and go down on the dam, and the baby follows, and so we started letting him, you know, wind it, you know, the little windy thing. And so his daddy was holding him, and at first he was afraid and he wouldn't touch the fish, but I kind of helped him, and I showed him, you know, how I say, oh, pet the fishy, pet the fishy. We're talking about a live fish hanging on the hook. And so if I did it, he would do it. And I would say, look at his tail, look at the fishy's tail. And so then he'd put his hand up there and touch the fishy's tail. So he wasn't afraid of them. So then he wanted the fishing pole, he wanted the reel, and he wanted to fish. Cute, huh? So super cute. So, and then the next issue was, thing, I don't know what you would call it. I have a little portable crib. It's not the little tiny one like for a newborn baby. It's a bigger one that's portable. But this child has grown to where his feet touch one end and his head touches the other end. And so the crib is just too little. So I have had to order a full-size crib. So I'm going in the room where his crib is, and we're taking the furniture out that's in there, and we're putting the bigger crib in. And so it's another reason I haven't been up here in my room. That's another reason I haven't made a video. We're rearranging the downstairs. Also, not only that, Big Boo complained that the bed he was sleeping in was hard as a brick. He said, Grandma, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but that bed is so hard. Well, it's 25 years old. So another reason I haven't been up here, while we were running to all these places, one of the places we went was to a mattress store. So we bought a new bed for that room. So the reason I'm not up here is I'm down there. We're taking out old beds, we're putting in new beds, we're building a new crib. The people are coming to deliver the new bed Friday. The barn people left their great big, you know, that great big dumpster thing that they bring when they do construction. Well, it's like not even half full. So we're hauling out the old mattress and throwing the mattresses in there so they can get hauled off. And the people that are bringing the new bed, they'll take mattresses too, but we have 4 mattresses and they'll only take 2. Do you? Joy, nobody cares about your mattresses. Okay. I won't keep you guys. I just wanted to tell you, I miss you, miss you, miss you. And look what I have on. I have on my Sure Fit Designs blouse. Sure Fit Designs. A lot of you have said you want me to do a Sure Fit Designs beginning to end. So I don't know that I want to do an actual contest or anything. I don't know. We're doing this contest now on the pants, and there's not very many people participating in it. In fact, in the other countries, there's nobody. In fact, if you're in Australia or Africa or the UK or is it Ireland, all those other places, there's nobody's put a picture in yet, and there's a prize in every country. So make a pair of pants. You have till March 15. Make a pair of pants, put your picture on Instagram under the proper hashtag for your country. Hey, one person wins the prize. So anyway, remember that. It's over March 15th, and this is March 5, so we have 10 more days. All right, I'll let you go for now, and I'll try to be back real soon.